When it comes to animated franchises, some of them just keep going. And today, we're diving into a very interesting and oddly entertaining category, the fourth movie. I'm ranking every fourth installment in big, mainstream animated franchises that were released in theaters in North America. Spin-offs do not count, and direct-to-DVD or streaming-only releases do not count. But there is an exception, and that is Hotel Transylvania 4, which was supposed to release in theaters, but got bumped to streaming because of COVID. That is the only exception I'm making. Now let's review all 6 major franchises that meet this criteria. We got Toy Story 4, Kung Fu Panda 4, Shrek 4, Despicable Me 4, Ice Age 4, and Hotel Transylvania 4. And I'm ranking them purely based on their 4th movie, not on the whole franchise. At number 1, being the best 4th installment in the animated franchise sector, is Toy Story 4. Even though we absolutely did not need this sequel, after the perfect goodbye in Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4 still managed to deliver in such a big way. The animation was next level, the emotional beats hit harder, and Woody's arc was amazing. Lots of people hate on Toy Story 4, but I am one of those people that love Toy Story 4. I see Toy Story 3 as the ending to Andy's story, and Toy Story 4 is the ending to Woody's story until this movie releases. But I am really excited for Toy Story 5. Despite it might retcon Toy Story 4, I believe they will be able to do this movie right. But let's get back on track. Now, coming up as second is Kung Fu Panda 4. This one honestly surprised me. Right after I finished that film, I honestly didn't really like it. But the more I sit on it, the more I rewatch it, there's an emotional element to this story, and it's not as good as the original trilogy, but it does bring some solid action, great animation, and an interesting direction to the story, with Po having to pass on the torch. This story felt smaller, more like a side quest than a major chapter, but it still was fun and did not let me down. Now, in third place is Shrek Forever After. I know this one has a lot of fans, and some even say this is underrated, but for me, it's just okay. The alternate universe plot is kind of interesting, and there were a few emotional elements that landed, but overall, it just fully didn't really hit. It felt like a distant way to wrap up things, but I wasn't fully on board with the tone and direction of the film, and I'm one of those people that I didn't really understand what was good about this film. Now in fourth place, we've got Despicable Me 4. This movie was just sort of there. It didn't try anything new, the villain was forgettable and was frankly weird, and the story felt all over the place. This wasn't terrible, it was just mid. And is it as worse as some of the next ones coming up? No, obviously it got 4th place. But I do see the 4th installments in animated franchises are not that good. And you are going to see from the next coming up films. So yes, Despicable Me was bad, not as bad as the upcoming films. Now we have, in 5th place, Ice Age Continental Drift. At this point, the franchise was completely running out of fumes. There are pirates, there's a giant iceberg, and while I got a few laughs, it just feels like a recycled story. The charm of the first 2 are completely gone. It wasn't awful, but it's a major drop in quality from the first, and it just didn't need to be made. But absolutely 100% on the bottom of our list is Hotel Transylvania 4, easily the weakest out of the bunch, and I can say this movie was terrible. I have no connection to this franchise. I don't care at all about this franchise, and I know that is a bit harsh, but every single movie in this franchise is completely mid. And this film is terrible. It was missing Adam Sandler, the humor fell off, and the body swap plot just didn't work. It felt cheap, rushed, and totally forgettable, and yes, Even though it went straight to streaming because of the pandemic, it still counts and it still flopped. So that movie is completely terrible, and yes, it's on the bottom, but it is nowhere close to Ice Age 4. I know I have beef with this Hotel Transylvania franchise. I'm not really sure why. Maybe just because I don't know how people like this film, like this franchise, and how it's continuing. But let's just move on. I want to know what you think. Which fourth movie do you like the most? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more rankings, reviews, and all things animation.